Good afternoon. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to talk to you about a new program launched today by the Cleveland Municipal Court, the Clerk of Courts for Cleveland Municipal, and it has to do with parking tickets and towing your car. You may not have known this, but if you're one of those people who gets a parking ticket, you crumble it up and you throw it on the floor of your car, well, obviously somebody is tracking those, and if you get 5 or more, your car is now on the tow eligible list, and that is what this new program is designed to make people aware of, so that maybe the city can get some of its money that it's owed. We're going to bring in Obie Shelton. He is the Director of Communications for the Cleveland Municipal Clerk of Courts. Mr. Shelton, how are you today?
I'm doing just fine, and Dan, very good at explaining this program.
It's not too hard to understand. Don't pay your parking tickets and you can get towed. Let's talk first of all about the numbers. People may be astonished to know how many and how much money in outstanding parking tickets that the city is owed.
Yes, there's $49.3 million that the city has yet to collect. I should put that in proportion. It's over the last 24 years, we have collected 150 million. So there's 3/4, of the money over that time that is yet to be collected. And then how do you collect that? Because like you said, it's very easy to get a parking ticket, and you might even intend, it's happened to me. You say, okay, I'm going to take care of this. By the time you get home, you get distracted and then you forget about it. And even though we send mail notices that, okay, you have this to pay, a lot of times it gets ignored or just forgotten. And over time, people can forget that they have a number of parking tickets, or like somebody from the family or a friend may have taken the car and didn't tell them about the ticket. And so rather than just wait for people to get towed, because there are thousands of people who are tow eligible, we thought it was a good idea to, if they get a parking ticket now and they are on the tow eligible list, we're going to give them these notices that say, hey, you are eligible to be towed, and hopefully that will encourage them to settle these tickets.
And what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to bring up that ticket, what it's going to look like. As you heard from Mr. Shelton there, you're going to get your regular ticket, but then you're also going to see this. Another one of those should look familiar if you've ever gotten a parking ticket, that green top, and it's with the envelope. The employees of the city who walk around check out the parking meters. This is where this is going to come from. You're going to get your regular ticket. You're also going to get this City of Cleveland summon and complaint parking infraction number. Parking Violations Bureau records indicate that this vehicle is tow eligible, to be removed from the tow eligible list and prevent impounding of your vehicle. And then it gives instructions on how to pay tickets. That's what this all comes down to. I can't imagine that there can be any greater fear of walking out to where you thought you left your car and all of a sudden it is gone. Walk us through how it normally works. If one of the city employees that hands out parking tickets, if they, and they have the handheld devices, a lot of technology there, if it comes with a car that has 10 outstanding tickets, do they get towed right away? How does it normally work?
Depends on the availability of a tow truck. So there, in the past, maybe a ticket issuer saw that someone was really had a lot of tickets, and they may be even tow eligible. Well, if there's a tow truck available, then they could get towed. But if there isn't, and that's often the case, then they don't get, and then they'll get 11 and they'll get 12. With this, you get the notice that you are tow eligible, and that's just to avoid the hassle of coming out. You go to a Cavs game, you go to a Guardians game, and cars go on.
Yeah, that can't be a good feeling. And so now what this is really designed for, and I'm sure there are people that are obviously have those 10 and 12 tickets, but if you're somebody that has 4 and all of a sudden you get that 5th ticket, this might be enough to encourage you to do something about it.
Correct, because they'll see that you've crossed that threshold, and we're talking about tickets that are tracked back to 2000. So you got one in 2005, 2007, 2009, and you don't realize that you are tow eligible. So this is a way of giving people a heads up, because often they say, I didn't know. And so this helps you so that you do know.
So I want to go back to that nearly $50 million number, and you gave us a statistic there. Are you saying that the city has only collected on a quarter of the amount of money that it's owed, or that's what's left?
That's what's left. So it collected, let's say over the last 24 years, collected on 3/4 of what is owed, but there's still 50 million. So there's 150 million that has been collected over that time span. But there's always this nagging, quarter of it that has to be collected. And what often happens is, like because people can get 2 and 3 year tags, so you collect all of these tickets, and it isn't until you go to get your license, if we put a block on it, that's when you are alerted that you can't get this license tag because you have these outstanding parking tickets. So as the years go by, that's when we begin to see more people paying up because, they kind of have to keep driving. But, this year, I should say last year in 2023, we collected 23 million, 24 million was left uncollected. Now, that is going to get collected, as the years go by. But that's just kind of the pattern that we've seen since 2000.
Obie Shelton with the Cleveland Municipal Court. We're going to let you have the final message here to our drivers. This new program starts today. You may get that slip on your car along with a ticket. What do you want people of Cleveland to know?
Well, it's about settling debts to the city. This money is the city, this money goes to the city, and they use it for police and for fire and for all of those other things. And a lot of people, as soon as they get their parking ticket, they pay it right away. And other people either they're negligent or they just forget. And so this is a way that is trying to give you a heads up that you do have these tickets to settle, and we would rather you settle that before you get towed rather than after, because boy, if you get towed, now you've got impound fees and you're held accountable for everything that has accrued over those years, and it can really mess up your life. So this is kind of a way of giving you a heads up, encouraging you to take care of this.
And keep in mind, those impound fees go up by the day. They charge you by the day. It's like renting a parking spot from the city in the impound lot. Never a good situation. Mr. Shelton, we certainly appreciate the time. Thanks for giving us the insight on this new program being launched today.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, take care. Just a little bit of an information, again, when we see new services, new programs rolled out, whether it's the city, the county, or the state, we like to give you the heads up so that maybe you're not caught off guard. Watch out. They're out there. They're looking to collect that money. And if your car is sitting there and you have 5 or more tickets, may not be there when you get back. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be here on our digital platforms. Our 3.5 hours of news and weather starts in just about an hour on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.
Mr. Shelton, thank you very much for the time, sir. It was nice to talk with you.
Okay, thanks. Good to talk to you.
Absolutely, sir. Take care.
Okay, sure.
Bye.